Hey guys, it's the Half Brain Half Brothers. So, since this is our first podcast type of thing on this channel, and excuse me, my voice is probably not great, I'm getting over a cold, but we're just starting out here with a brand new channel, and we've been wanting to do different things for a while. We've done some gaming stuff together on Krego's channel, and some podcast attempts, and we've decided to make a dedicated channel.
I love being called Krego. It's funny to me.
Awesome. So,
hi, I'm Krego.
let me try to get back into the headspace here.
I already like this one a lot more.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. South Park.
What's Ass is a Fire?
South Park.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's the Terrence and Phillip movie.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that's what it was called.
Okay, that blooper is staying in.
I know. I'm sorry. I know we haven't introduced the topic yet, but I should say this just in case.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we can. Please leave this in because I think this would be funny. I don't know if we can do the avatars after the fact, but we may be able to. I'm not entirely sure on that.
Yeah.
But at some point, either this episode or not, there should be 2D cartoon faces of us talking to each other when we speak.
Since this is our first real podcast together on this channel, I figure I'll talk about the channel a little bit and why we created this channel, and I'm making hand gestures that you can't see, but they're hand gestures that show that I'm explaining things. So yeah, so we've been wanting to do podcasts, and we've also been doing some gameplay stuff and some Phasmophobia and some custom zombies and things like that. And we decided to make a dedicated channel. I worked on that one day and got the channel up.
I am the channel artist. I'm improving. You know, some of the stuff I did that you see was kind of quick. I like to do some things quick just so, you know, content gets out fast. But if you ever look at my channel and see that it's been dead for 2 months, I'm taking my time now and actually putting in proper effort to the pieces that'll be going on this channel. So thumbnails and everything else will be greatly improved.
Yeah, so since again we've tried some podcast stuff before, but this is our first attempt on this dedicated channel, I figure we'll talk about the channel and our own YouTube channels in general and what we're planning on doing with that. And also on that topic, I wanted to go back into what made us want to do things on YouTube in the first place, our ambitions, maybe some hurdles that were in the way, and ultimately leading up to how we're doing it now.
You want to start off with your experience with YouTube first and then me?
If you guys checked out the channel, you probably saw there's a little Black Ops kind of funny video on there that I threw up just so we'd have something on this channel to get started. You know, break the ice, you know, POV, you're playing Black Ops for the first time and you suck kind of video. And I know there are plenty of videos like that already, and this is just another one, and it's probably not as good, you know, or definitely no better than the other ones, but it's just something that I could do real quick and make me feel like I was a part of the whole YouTube thing.
I hate saying.
Totally.
I'm gonna fully admit this on here. I don't even care. When you said POV, I thought you were going a completely different direction.
One of the big influences I had in wanting to be a YouTuber, I'm doing finger quotes that you can't see them, was the gamer thing with Black Ops back in 2010 and that era. And I know I've mentioned it before, probably on Krego's channel, that I was a huge fan of Next Gen Tactics. They were, like, to me, they were the YouTube gamers back when I was at the age to be totally into it. And I was playing a lot of Black Ops at the time, watching their videos religiously. They had these like really cool like tactic videos, tutorials of like weapon loadouts, and I would copy them and play. I would get up in the morning and have my coffee and play Black Ops because one of the guys in Next Gen Tactics did that, and I just thought it was the coolest thing. And you know, I never got to do the YouTube gaming thing back when I really wanted to, because I didn't have a capture card or a really good PC or any of that stuff. But now that the PlayStation 3 is so many years obsolete and Black Ops isn't relevant anymore, I figured now's the perfect time. Well, really, I went on Black Ops and I looked at theater mode to see if I still had any of my old gameplay from like the very first time I played Black Ops. And I saw two things. I saw, for one, I do have some old footage on there. I have 6 clips on there. And the second thing I saw was theater mode no longer works and you can't actually save gameplay anymore because they shut it down as a quick fix to work with a new law in California with privacy. So no more theater mode, but luckily I already had 6 old clips saved and I decided I need to capture those now and get them saved on my computer before I lose them, because I remembered having like my very first game of Black Ops saved on there. So I was watching those and I thought, you know, some of this stuff's kind of neat, even if it's not really good gameplay, because, you know, I was totally a noob at the time. I thought, you know what, I have some gameplay footage and I just want to post it just to kind of give myself that, you know, that childhood dream that I had of being like part of Next Gen Tactics and being part of that big gaming community.
Reach back and see your origins. You carved out the most important memory to show the whole world.
The first thing that really inspired me to do YouTube was way back. Make Me Bad 35 was doing videos, and I just thought it was the coolest, funniest thing ever. And this was way back when YouTube was still so small. I mean, I was a huge fan of YouTube at the very beginning. I mean, I remember finding videos on MySpace or typing in Google videos, but after a while, my search results would show YouTube broadcast yourself as like the top result. And after a while of clicking on that and realizing that that was a reliable place, I just started going right to YouTube. So much so that I made YouTube my homepage when I opened up my browser. So the first wave of my interest in being a YouTuber was the sketch comedy type thing. And then there was also Make Magazine and Kip K doing the weekend projects. I was way into that. And all kinds of stuff like that. But then when the whole gamer thing started to really take off on YouTube, that was a whole nother era of me really wanting to do it and be a YouTuber. With Next Gen Tactics, eventually, you know, some of those guys had a falling out and they kind of drifted apart. And that kind of killed the magic for me, because watching them, I wanted to like be a part of their group and be a part of the banter and the chemistry, because, you know, watching the videos as the viewer, it felt like I was in on all the inside jokes and I was in on, you know, everything that was going on. And I used to show my friends, you know, all the new Next Gen Tactics videos like every weekend, and we'd make references in school and stuff, and they were playing custom zombies and we wanted to do that. And I remember staying up and watching the midnight live streams of the new DLC when it would come out. So yeah, when they had the falling out, it kind of killed the magic for me, and, you know, the dream was kind of lost. But this year I saw that Spiderbite, the main guy from Next Gen Tactics, was announcing a comeback, and that inspired me to really give it a try now that I have the means, even if I don't ever, you know, plan to be a successful or be part of a big community like that. I know that there's nothing stopping me from uploading stuff other than, you know, my own inner limitations and excuses. So I decided to upload my crappy Black Ops videos just to be able to say I did it, and I want to see where that goes. And definitely with Krego, there's a lot of new stuff that we can explore together and a lot of fun that we can have playing these games, even the old games like Custom Zombies that I wanted to do when I was younger. Insert the rest of my sentence here.
All right, so what he was gonna say was, Ooga Booga!
That's right. I had there was a smudge on my show notes, but it said Ooga Booga.
Love Smudge. Ian and Anthony from Smudge. Dude, oh my god.
Yeah, so that's going to be a part of this channel. Is we're going to probably end up doing a lot of gamer stuff on here too, or a lot of video game stuff. And, you know, this channel right now is obviously in its early stages. This is basically the first video. So we're going to have a little bit of different things on here. We're going to experiment. If any particular thing we do starts to take off and we have more fun doing a certain thing, we might, you know, maybe do a dedicated channel for that. So we're experimenting on this channel, and there's going to be a lot of different types of videos, from games to podcasts to live action stuff and other fun stuff. And we'll just, you know, we'll see what happens from there. On my own channels, I'm rearranging and reorganizing a lot of that. Headfirst Humanity is my oldest channel. It's had a lot of name changes, but that's kind of my media group name, I guess. And that's going to be my own experimental stuff, my, I guess you could say, solo stuff. whether it's me playing video games or updates and announcements and news and maybe some vlog stuff, IRL stuff, whatever. I've got my Alan Baker channel. That's my official artist channel for my music. And then Al's Control Room, I'll be reviewing, repairing, troubleshooting, or just showing off certain pieces of gear, mainly music gear, vintage instruments, and things like that. I'm juggling these things, and I'm going to see what sticks. So that's where I'm at so far. Talk about Krego's channel.
Before that, can I? Why am I doing an egg? Can I plug something?
Plug it. I snapped my fingers too. I don't know if you heard that.
Oh no, I didn't hear that. I wanted to do a little quick ad for something, if that's all right. If you guys haven't already, go to Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever else it might be found, and check out a sweet little album called Caustic Tundra. It is fantastic, and I love it to death. This guy has made it, and it's beautiful.
Oh, shucks. Well, thanks for that plug there.
Time for my origin. In the distant year of possibly 2007, 2008, could even be 2009, to be quite honest. I was in Las Vegas visiting family, and my cousin was on her laptop, and I was like, oh, my laptop, I've never seen this before. What's she doing? And there she was, watching YouTube videos. And I was amazed. I was like, whoa, what is this? These beautiful videos, they're so funny. Yoville, oh my God. I want to play that someday. And then when I got home, or on the trip home, on my nice BlackBerry cell phone, I discovered YouTube. And on the entire ride home, I was listening to WWE theme songs. And then later, once I got home, I discovered gaming videos. Chugga Conroy, Josh Jepson, but you knew that already. No one's playing that reference, but whatever. He's awesome. But I started discovering all these gaming videos, and I was kind of lonely. I had friends in school, but it's hard to even really say they were friends. So I really only escape I had from loneliness was YouTube. You know, these guys playing video games, making jokes. And as I got older, I was like, you know, I want to kind of be like that for somebody else. You know, because it isn't always you have to do a walkthrough. You can just play a game, have fun, talk to the people that are watching, and it's nice. But I fumbled quite a bit along the way. There's an old YouTube channel called Mr. Golden 365, which has been renamed, and I don't even remember which one it is anymore. But you know, I didn't have a capture card. I didn't know how to record gameplay. But you know what I did have? A laptop and a dream. So my first ever video I ever tried to record was of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door using my mom's laptop that I borrowed. And my God, was it bad. You know, if I find it, I might unprivate it or maybe even repost it here just for the gag. But then there was another one I'm not proud of, but I have definitely showed way too many people, so that might be the better one. I believe it's 2 minutes, maybe longer, where I put my Nintendo DSi in front of the laptop camera to show people where to find a single a single rare candy in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Really crappy quality. But I was young. Showed my face with my embarrassing little boy voice, and it's haunted me to this day. All I can ever remember is just bringing that up and showing people, hello, my name's Mr. Golden 365, and I'm gonna show you how to find rare candies in Pokemon Heart Gold, and I think Soul Silver. I think they're the same game. Whatever. But I didn't give up there. Years went by, watching more YouTube videos, discovering Markiplier, discovering so many other people, discovering Make Me Bad 35 with Al. But I'd like to also say that we are half brothers, but we did not discover each other till very, very later. So we did not grow up together. So we somehow had shared experiences despite meeting very late in life.
I can't believe we're both already 73.
I know. That's ancient. oh my god, I lost my train of thought. What was I trying to say? Oh, so discovered sketch comedy, discovered so many other types of YouTube videos, and I wanted to be like them so bad. So after I graduated, got my first job, I saved up, got a capture card for a computer that couldn't use it. Then 4 years later, or 3 years later, I finally got a PC that could use the capture card. And that's when I started again. If you've ever been to my channel, which will probably be relabeled to Lego My Krego by the end of this episode, maybe, I upload gameplay. I'm still super anxious and nervous whenever I do it, so it's not that good. I still have a long way to go. But it makes me so happy because, I mean, not a whole lot of people have seen my stuff, but I've gotten some pretty nice comments, and just knowing that some get enjoyment out of it is just a joy that I never thought I'd feel in life. And I want to keep doing it. So I'm hoping the further we go with this channel, my own channel, that eventually I can make it consistent, even make a living off it, because genuinely just making people smile is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And even if it's this, or I can find some other medium to do it, I'll be so happy. Yeah, that's my history with YouTube and why I want to do all of this. I want to try so many different things, try to open my horizons, or broaden my horizons is the proper term, but that's fine.
On that note, I'd like to add, meeting my younger half-brother and seeing that he already has content on YouTube, doing gaming with commentary that sounds confident, and he clearly knows what he's doing, and he's comfortable doing it, or at least comes off comfortable doing it. That really inspired me, because I'm thinking, well, hey, he can do it, and I'm obviously better than him, so
you're right.
I'm older.
You're right.
I'm kidding, but no, it really made me think that I should try it, because I'd be in good company.
I'm really glad that you find my videos coming off as confident, because I can tell you, before, like, just even starting to record, they made me so unbelievably anxious and just scared, because I wanted to come off confident, but I didn't know how to do that exactly.
Yeah, let me tell you about my first attempts at doing YouTube. Well, I didn't have a camera until, geez, like 2015, 2016, I think. So, you know, and I was into YouTube since 2006. So at some point, I tried to make a video, but I didn't have a camera, and all I had was I think I used a Rock Band USB condenser mic for the PlayStation. And
You know, you're actually not there's a lot of people that use that specific mic starting out. I know a lot of people.
so I don't know what background picture I used for the video, and obviously it was Windows Movie Maker, definitely. That's, you know, tried and true. And I don't remember what I was talking about. I think it was probably something like, hey guys, this is my first video, please subscribe. And I have no idea what I was talking about in the video, but I think I didn't even make it public. I think I just uploaded it private, and that was that. Later on, I kept, you know, going through phases of getting really inspired and motivated to do YouTube, and then it fizzling out. But toward the end of high school, that's the first time I got really, really serious, and I decided to go out and buy a camera. I did my homework on it and, like, found a really reasonable one, you know, the best bang for the buck, but a pretty decent camera. And I started writing scripts, and I took it seriously. I typed them up all nice, and I printed them out at school, and I wrote scripts during study hall, and I drew little sketches for sort of storyboards even. And I came up with at least 5 scripts that were all, you know, kind of dumb or really dumb, and they were pretty contrived, and they were kind of loosely copycat videos of the styles that I was trying to emulate, which was mainly Make Me Bad 35 and 12th of a Dime. And I ended up coming up with one video that actually went to further stages, which was a little project called the Hoodie Monster. And it was never—
I was hoping that's what you were about to talk about. I love it.
Hoodie Monster. It was never finished, but I did record a test run of the dialogue, and I decided to just take pictures of my little storyboard elements to kind of, you know, illustrate the the scene. And I'm gonna actually show you guys that right now.
Hey look, a hoodie. This is kinda nice. I'll have to wear it more often.
Greetings, boy.
What the fuck?
Would you like to hear the heroic tale of the hooded sweatshirt?
No?
It begins with me eating your soul.
You're a sick monster of a hoodie.
Oh, well, maybe that's why they call me...
Huh?
The Hoodie Monster.
No!
Okay, so that was the Hoodie Monster. I know it's really stupid, and I meant for that to become a live action video, just never got that far. But that was, you know, that was my take on, if you remember Make Me Bad 35 and Mr. Wooden Alligator and the Magical Giraffe. That was my take on, like, that sort of, you know, inanimate object that talks with a high voice and is a sick monster, basically. So
Silence, boy!
yeah. So that was my first attempt. That was the closest I got, and I also made a little intro for my channel at the time, which I may or may not show you. But yeah, I just made a really random intro. I actually did a lot of research on how to, you know, find like royalty-free stock footage and different cinematic things you can do. And of course I was limited to Windows Movie Maker at the time, but to throw together this little intro. And I think my username was Mr. Slick Laughable, and there was a number 77 maybe. I don't remember. I don't know why that number. I don't know why any of it.
I guess I should tell the origin behind the number in mind. Old username
So-
then.
And so that video was done when I was in school still, and I didn't upload it until a few years after I graduated. And you know, that was the end again of that period of motivation to do YouTube. The rest of my scripts that I wrote at the time I still have, but they're basically garbage. And they had extras, you know, actors, actresses in them who are dead now. So yeah, those scripts are probably not going to be used at all. But I'd still like to take a whack at doing sketch comedy sometime. I just feel like you need to have a lot of people around you who are into it and want to like be a part of it. And in the meantime, I've started to focus on doing music, which is nice. It's very, you know, fulfilling to be able to do that. But I haven't forgotten my original ambition to do like actual YouTuber stuff. I'm doing finger quotes again. YouTuber stuff, sketch comedy, gamer stuff, tutorials, unboxings, whatever. And I really want to give it a try.
We should remaster the Hoodie Monster and put it on this channel.
We definitely should. I think that's going to happen, and I think you and I are both going to be in it.
I call dibs on the Hoodie Monster.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I mentioned that was my take on like Mr. Wooden Alligator and the Magical Giraffe. It's also more directly inspired by the Pants Monster. If you guys remember Make Me Bad 35, that was like one of his earliest videos, was the Pants Monster goes hunting, I think. And it was just a random video of him with his pants, with his jeans on his head as a pants monster. That's kind of where I got the Hoodie Monster. You know, it was a total ripoff of Make Me Bad 35. My best attempt at that. But yeah, the Hoodie Monster will return.
That'd be a fun little project to work on. Like, I kind of even want to start drawing some stuff up after this. So it just sounds. The Hoodie Monster returns.
Because
The sequel.
My original plan was to have it be a live action video, but you know, in recent years, as I keep thinking about revisiting that, I think animation would be pretty cool. You know, or I could do different takes on. I mean, geez, I don't know how many different things I can do with the Hoodie Monster. Like how many different versions I can like post. But it'd be cool to try an animated thing or a drawn thing, and maybe still try to do a live action thing too, or something.
Yeah, we would definitely need outside help for that, because
Definitely, yeah.
even with what I've learned with animation, I'm not even remotely confident enough to do something of that scale.
Right.
My next thing I want to do with my personal YouTube channel, I'm still gonna do games and stuff, but I also want to do scripted, what would you call it?
scary, partially animated stories. Like an episodic kind of scary tale, like the one I'm working on with my friend Patrick right now that I'm still working on the script for and have some rough scene designs, is a man trapped in a sub at the bottom of the ocean. And it's a very small one-person sub, maybe multiple person, whatever.
A turkey
But,
sub?
you know, he's but he's doing like logs talking about what's happening, and I want to do a transition from him being perfectly fine, and then over time, clearly he's aging, hair growing out, there's more writing on the walls, it just gets more disturbing, but it does it over time. You know, it's the kind of waiting, the horror of not knowing when something's going to happen, but knowing that something is definitely going to happen. Or just, you know, the feeling that it was all in his head the entire time. But I don't like to mess with people like that. I want to do more scary things that just makes people think, makes people like feel uneasy. Because I love feeling uneased. And it's going to take time because I want each log to be about maybe 5 minutes. It depends. If I do one whole video of separate logs, obviously it'd be maybe 10 minutes max. But that's what I'm working on currently. I wasn't originally going to talk about it, but I'm actually very excited.
Nice.
He went to college for sound design, and so did his girlfriend, and I believe she also does video editing. So it's going to be a big 3-person combo. I don't know, collaboration. That's the word. Something I've never done before, and it could be a one-time thing. It might not even get finished, but the hope is that this does happen, and I'll be so happy if it actually comes to fruition, because man, I can't even tell you the excitement I feel inside just talking about it.
Well, that's good to hear.
So potentially the next episode we can discuss is dreams. We do have I already have some concepts myself for episodes, since I'll be doing the next one. I have 3 options. I'll put them out at the end of the video, but the one we were originally gonna do was dreams, and I had a video concept about a very vivid dream that it's kind of recurring recently. Nothing big, I'm not gonna go too much detail, but for a video, I think it would really test my limits as an artist and really put me through the ringer for what I know I can do and how to move myself forward. And if you'd like to hear more about that, that is a suggestion that we could do. We talk about in depth next time. It's fine if not. I'll bring up the other 2 topics at the end, and if we have any suggestions for which one of those 3, I'll do that one. I guess a good thing we could say is that we're
mention
okay.
my new albums.
Yes, I want to hear about this because I have not even heard about this yet.
So as far as new stuff we're doing on not only this channel but our personal channels, we've got a lot of things in the works, a lot of content in the hopper just waiting to come out. Personally, I'm working on 2 new albums that kind of happened by accident, but now I've got 2 new albums to do, so that's kind of neat. One of them is called It's Personal. That's actually the second album. The first one's called My Own. Those are coming along. It's definitely a lot. I've definitely bit off a lot. Hopefully it's not more than I can chew. When I did the last album, Caustic Tundra, I had really big ambitions for it, and I gave myself a timeline that I thought I'd get it done. And you know, a lot of things happened. Things happened, you know, socially and personally and financially, and we all got really sick. And I had maybe 20 songs in mind that were gonna go on that album, and I took so long working on this thing that I had to cut it down to however many songs it has now. I don't remember actually, but I cut it down. I think I dropped like 6 songs, so I guess I have 14 maybe. And I just kind of had to release it as is, or that's what I decided to do anyway, is release it at the state that I had it at that point, because it took me so long. And after that I said, okay, I'm not gonna plan to do an album like that again. I'm just gonna do songs, you know, that I come up with as I come up with them. Just release them, you know, sporadically whenever I do them, and you know, and then if I have a bunch of them at some point, then I can compile them and maybe put together an album. Maybe I have 5 good songs and I'm thinking, okay, I can add a few more and make it an album. But other than that, I decided not to plan to do an album. But then I had so many songs left over from Caustic Tundra after it was done. Some of the ones that didn't make it, which some of them, it's not that they didn't make it because they were bad songs, they just didn't make it because they weren't as far into the production process as the others were. In fact, I think some of the shittier songs did make it, honestly, but... So I had a lot of leftover songs, and I was like, well, geez, that's almost enough, actually, to do another album. And so that sort of became a thing, and then one day I just couldn't sleep, and I had this idea in my head for an album cover, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna get out of bed, and I'm gonna throw something together real quick, just so I don't forget. And then I ended up getting so into it, making this album cover, that I was like, well, crap, okay, now I have a cover for an album 2 albums from now. Now I gotta make another album. And as I was going through some of the songs that I was working on, I was thinking, well, you know what, some of these don't belong together on the same album. Some of these are kind of a different style, so I already was splitting them up into the 2 different albums. So I'm working on 2 albums simultaneously. And that's gonna be kind of neat, hopefully. Other than that, I want to focus a lot on the YouTube stuff and do some podcasts, do some games, and stuff like that. Just do whatever I can and see what happens.
I like that. I love your music, man. That has me really excited.
Thank you.
That kind of reminds me of something, because I know I've kept it really close to the chest. I know I've talked about it with Patrick and his girlfriend, but I don't know if I discussed it with you or really anybody else. Have I ever recently brought up the term or the name building blocks?
I don't think so.
So, for a while now, I've been pitching songs that we can make together, and most of them are jokes or something scary. And, you know, it may or may not happen. No idea, genuinely. But I have been working on a song called Building Blocks that I either do want to make with you or Patrick. But I guess the general idea or theme behind the song is I'm a kid and somebody's knocking over my building blocks just because they can, and I've had enough. So I'm saying how I feel, and I've had this in my head for months. There's been several versions. I've rewritten the lyrics several times, and it's getting close. I have talked to Patrick a little bit about what I'm going for. I don't know when it would come out or anything, but it will definitely, I plan on it. It definitely will in some variety. So, not variety. It'll definitely come out on my YouTube channel at some point. That'd probably be where it's specifically at. But yeah, I want to make that one song and then be done for good.
Yeah, and on the topic of collaborating, especially with music, we will be doing some kind of intro music for this channel or other. Who knows? I mean, this will be a channel. I mean, this channel is basically the brainchild of, or let's say the half brainchild of these 2 half brothers. So this is the place for our 2 ideas to merge and, you know, collect together, and you know, this is our creative canvas of things that we do together. So on top of also making music for these videos, like theme music and intros and outros and stuff like that, we might end up doing some kind of collaborative parody videos or other funny music, or whatever, you know? We would come up with funny songs and do them together on here.
That'd be so fun, man.
Yeah, it would.
We've had so many goofy, dumb ideas for songs like that.
Dude. So another reason why I did the Black Ops video as the first video on this channel is just as kind of a way to play it safe, since that's something simple and easy I could do and there's no commentary because I'm not used to doing commentary, and I need to definitely get more comfortable with it. But I figure I'm gonna start gameplay videos by kind of woodshedding, you know, sort of getting into practice with like stuff that I'm familiar with, particularly old Call of Duty like Black Ops, World at War, and like zombies and custom zombies, as a way to get a feel for, you know, regularly making gaming videos. And that's, I mean, like for me and my Head First Humanity channel and whatever, and maybe on here too, and also together we'll do a lot of games, and like we do Phasmophobia. We have a good time doing that. That's a comfortable way for us to dip our toes into finding a rhythm, doing the gaming thing on here too.
The gaming one's really what I'm, because I mean, we do have similar interests in games, but you know, definitely got to find our rhythm, as you said.
Yeah, because I know for me with games, like I did mention with Next Gen Tactics that the magic kind of died for me after they had a falling out with some of the main guys involved. I think another part of it was, well, that was all really centered around Call of Duty at the time, and you know, maybe part of it's because I got older, part of it's because Call of Duty just has gotten worse and worse every year as well. You know, it could be many reasons, but I just kind of lost the magic with gaming. And I guess it's frustrating too to not be able to keep up with the latest console, because you know, I definitely not gonna have a PS5 anytime soon. And so it's just hard to stay in the loop and stay up to date, being a gamer. So I guess I lost the stamina to keep up. So there's a few game series that I am still kind of into, like Call of Duty, since that's something grandfathered in from back when I was really, really into video games. So I'm still willing, like, to check out a new Call of Duty someday if there's a good one. And other than that, I mostly just play older games that I've had forever, like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, old Ratchet and Clank games, and things like that. But once in a while, you know, show me games sometimes, and we end up having a lot of fun, like with Phasmophobia, for example.
I become addicted to horror games somehow, and I don't know how that happened or why.
See, I used to watch a lot of reactions, and I used to watch, you know, Ponage Show. That's Damien and Kyle from Make Me Bad 35 and 12th of a Dime. I used to watch them play like Outlast and stuff like that, Five Nights at Freddy's. I used to watch a lot of horror gameplay and see reactions and stuff, but I was always too scared to play it myself.
I mean, one thing I kind of hope we do sometimes going forward on this channel is we find a single player game that neither of us have played and kind of do play it at the same time and just do a co-op playthrough, you know, side by side. I think that could be kind of fun.
That could be neat, yeah.
Like Outlast. Because I think that'd be the only way I can play it.
Right.
Because there's something different about like playing a scary game when you have a friend making jokes while inside of you. It's so different. It makes it more palatable. And I mean, I do love the visceral fear reaction that I get, but I get that regardless. But I just think it'd be so much more fun to play like single player horror games at the same time, discovering things, brand new experiences, even like other games as well. Like, I can't think of any off the top of my head. I can't think of single player games that I've not played recently. I'm a big single player game guy, so there's a lot of single player games I've already played.
Yeah, one thing I'm still really looking forward to is being able to watch you play Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Because I'm sure there's quite a few fun ways that we can do that, whether it's me like watching you play it and kind of have, I don't know, like backseat gaming a little bit or whatever, or
That'd be fun.
Or I'm just kind of there in, you know, you call out for if you need like hints anywhere or whatever, and or you know, you just play and discover the game, and I'm like giving commentary and nostalgia about the game and about like my experience with the game. I mean, I never get tired of playing it, but it'd probably be boring to do it the other way around and have me playing it.
I still don't really know, because I mean, you said the one on PS3 is the best version.
Yes, the PS3, in my opinion, is the best way to play Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Obviously, anybody out there, if you have a PS1 version, I do personally as well, and you enjoy playing that version, that's awesome. My PS1 copy doesn't work so great because I played it so much. I mean, the music doesn't even play when you go into the library because I spent so much time in that game. The laser has like burned through the disc. But the PS4 version is not good, and the PSP version is also not good. You want the PS1 Classics version on the PS3. That's the closest thing to a direct port of the PS1 version, except it doesn't have the hang-ups of, you know, playing a PS1 disc. And it's awesome. And you know, it's all a matter of taste, this part, but if you like the smoothing feature, you can turn that on. You know, you can change the screen, the width and everything. So
Have you ever heard of or played a little game called Alice Madness Returns?
I have not.
All right, guys, first co-op game project, Alice Madness Returns.
Nice.
Coming to you soon once I buy me and him the PC version of the game. It's great. It's so good. I haven't played it in a long time. Still very young into my teens, maybe 15. So it's been a minute. It was the only time I played it, but the story's good, the art's good. It's so good. And I personally think you'll love it. It's Alice in Wonderland with a very dark, twisted take on it, and it's so good. And I would love to play through that with you at the same time and see you experience the story, the art, everything.
Oh, let's check that out.
Don't look up anything until I buy it for you.
Sounds good.
Dude, it was just so surprising. I forget which Unreal Engine was out at the time, but it was basically known for like dark, muddy colors. And the beginning of the game was very dark and muddy, but very shortly in, you get this vibrant, beautiful landscape for Wonderland. It's amazing, man, what they were able to do for that game. They're actually currently still working on the sequel for that game, I believe 10 years later now, because of EA. Need I say more? It's a single player game that they don't want loot boxes in, so EA is like, no. But dude, if you see this and you like it, we definitely have to play Alice Asylum when it comes out together.
Nice.
Because, oh my god, I'm really hoping you love this game like I do when we play it. It's so good.
Oh yeah, so also, you guys watching, if you have any suggestions, if you have any games that you'd like to see us try out together, definitely feel free to let us know.
Are we reaching the end of the episode?
We're probably getting close. I think we'll end up shifting gears pretty soon and maybe start doing some gameplay.
I was just gonna offer up the 3 episode subjects that people can suggest, and if no one suggests, then I'll put together I'll put them on a wheel and have the wheel spin and pick one if no one suggests anything, because we are still super small. This will be our second video ever, so maybe no one will suggest. So, you know, I at least want to start the option of giving people the chance to suggest the next topic. The first option was dreams. The other one is our most embarrassing moments from either childhood, adult. I think most of mine come from childhood, so that'd be mine. And stupid injuries we've gotten in really dumb ways.
That's a good one.
So stupid injuries, embarrassing moments, and crazy dreams.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. We really appreciate you checking out this new channel, and you know, hopefully we'll get you coming back sometime.
Be excited for my episode. It's gonna be crazy.
So if you're interested in anything we had to say, definitely check out our personal channels as well. Check out Krego's channel. Links will be in the description. If you're interested in crappy music, check out my music channel.
It's good. Don't let them lie to you. It's good.
And if you're interested in obscure gear-related videos, check out Al's Control Room. Again, link is in the description. And
random announcement. I also will now be doing VR content because my girlfriend's amazing family and her got me a Oculus Quest. So yeah.
And if I missed anything in this little outro, we will have it in the description. So until next time, I'm Al.
And I'm Krego.
Woo! Catch you later, guys.
Third takes the charm.